4.7 Asampa FM Suni Ekosiisen Jumedi no asogo a otie no yada mu nyina asesa ma mu nyina akwa ba bio 30 minutes after 3 yeguso e wo Jumedi so 6:30 p.m. and yede eba awieye enra ye share beginning the year right series no as to make 2021 your best year ever. By was wutu anamon and ye chro nioma anamon was wutimi etu na afia kwa ya afi papa amawinti. Richmond Kwame Frimpong was with us yesterday or kasa about beyond New Year resolutions, no, the things you would have to do really to make the year no a good year for you. And ye share mo boss and ye betwaso na ye twaso a ye benya Amos Kevin-Annan ewo studio na ono nso ababeboaye oye Healthy Homes Advocate na enye enonkwa. He's also convener of the Singles in 3D Summits, Creative Couples Conclaves, Females in Fellowship, and a Mobilizing Males in the programs ahodoa oye enono ntiene obeboayen amayahwe how to lead yourself at home, at work, and in your community. Nti o paper fa nefa pen na jot in your madam ye ba ababisua de just to make sure so we add value to your life. Amos Kevin-Annan akwa abane saying
Eradiadum obi midaste.
Sorry,
Penny. I've been commenting. I've been saying na yetinkwem.
Na bibi ekoye.
Oh, na sumdwe ho. Em say Erade ene odi abeka mo ho. Yetie mo. Abrene bring na say adaje ba. Na etie for no so etie pa.
Yeah, that's say what in your abeka yo.
Yeah, don't want say.
Nyame shout. Nti yenhwe 2021 last year I fear in Sembebe now course, so some of us would want to quickly forget 2021, but unfortunately the effect of 2021 are carry into from 2020 are carry into 2021 because COVID is still around. But ye fear ye jumem communities are ye womb. How do we become better leaders? How do we lead ourselves and lead ourselves better? Nenya impact on our kids, our family, our community, our colleagues at work, and everything.
Well, me dance say we busa sasem. Yes, I say when here kese pa. And me catch and for about a debi na me na baby at no estate or na. Me kona me tintin me say na. Edu baby na me say bibi ye me say me think as me ntwa mani enhwe machi. Me twa mani hwe machi na akokwa bi di machi. Na say ke na oye den. Ose da me di wachi de oye no me ye bi. Obi me che say eto me so. Wow. Say abofra de di machi ne me ye no osusu say eye papa nti ono so ye bi. Neno na ora bi a wakwedare wo akandi me friend John Maxwell o say wonnam na obi ni wachi a otum pasa.
You are taking a walk.
Na mum say wonnam na obi di wachi a na wo ye kandini.
Yeah.
And nti oka say kan ni adwuma no brofo kasem eti se de wode ne wo ye no din sunsun aso bi aba obi so. Am friend no influence. As de wode nsu asi ho hwiase ambom na wo fa ebo na wo de tumu a wo say etene chen ripple effect no. Sa pepepe na yenso ye nam ye koye bai. Say eye fiduem. Say ye important. Say ye jumam. Adesua bia. Ana oman no mu nyina baabi a wonam no. Obi hwew. Say na wo si kasa. Osusu se kasa papa. Say na woni nipa entemote. Osusu se ya de papa. Wo kasa wonum kasa no. Kasa choice of words. Ne kasa na wo soya no. Na wo de kasa no. Osusu se ya de papa. Inti se nyame amwa na wakosua boni efre wonchen enso se we ye na ohu abofra na obisa se na we de okofa free hi dodo na won fa free
omofa free aye ho
enunti na megidi se akannie a so bia bomodin se obedi onu ananim kan obi o ho hwese obi mom na emedi nanim kan na ye ka se personal leadership and as a lead thyself na che se eye wo na wagye atum se asudi ni asede a ehye won sa no ɛyɛ wodia ɛyɛ asudi ɛna asɛdeɛ asudi ne yɛ responsibility asɛdeɛ ne yɛ ne ɛsɛ sɛ woyɛ enti wo na ɛhyɛ wɔn nsa ɛyɛ na yɛ gyidifo bebree a de akɔhyɛ bonsam na maa me yɛ mekai court case bi ɛba kyakaka na papa pedimu a wadi mfie duasa ne ɛkyire na wakɔto abofra bi a onni mfie du kra mona na ogyina judge anim sɛ judge me wasɛm bi ka mesrɛ sɛ na wobɛbu asɛm no me pɛsɛ me ka bibi asɛm me a bonsam na maa me yɛ yɛde noma bebree ahyɛ bonsam a me papa bi no ka o sɛ da bi a yɛbɛkɔ ahemman mu ne yɛbɛhu sɛ noma bi a yɛde hyɛ bonsam no ɛnyɛ ɔno na emom yankasa ɛna ɛsɛ sɛ yɛgye saa asɛde no to yɛn ho so na ɛho asudie no saa burden adesoa no ɛsɛ sɛ da yɛn so nti sɛ woyɛ abɔfra sɛ woyɛ panimu wade a woyɛ no ɛmpɛntɛm nka sɛ obi na maa me yɛ sanka nyɛ simesi aka ma anyɛ sɛ ɛnyɛ simesi aka ma ankasa saa ɛnyɛ wei anka ka bia meti no ka nyɛ anuni obi a ɔkasa saa no onya num pɛmpɛn so a ɔno akra bibi ɛfra no personal leadership esan sɛ personal leadership no a ɛyɛ wo a wodi wo ho so akan no ɛhyɛ ase afiri sɛ wonim bia wokɔ wonim anamo a wotu ɛde wo bɛkɔ akɔdu hɔ wonim ade a woreyɛ na ne ɛwonyɛ no nsunsuan so ɛde bɛbrɛ wo ɛna wayɛ sɛ saa kwan yi a mefa so yɛ hɔ na mɛfa na wonyɛ ne dako woyɛ ne nnɛ wobɛyɛ ne kyena wobɛyɛ na de kyin wobɛyɛ ne bosomi akyi bosomi mmiɛnsa akyi bosomi nnan akyi brofo kasa friend consistency ɛsɛ sɛ woyɛ na woyɛ na woyɛ na woyɛ owura bi a me no makenkan no woma bebree sanse na meyɛ adwuma with a Swedish NGO Star of Hope. Now, one of my mission and one am bebree sɛ na be a be training one staff no because now me were part of the organization a year training with one American guy Martin Bansoff. Now, your friend Steve Covey, a short book be 7 Habits of Highly Effective People. Nipa wanadi ye konkan. Na wo ya de nso wo ye niye. And I see wa hwai hu se nipa tiase a yetena se wo akwan miensa so. Brofo kase your friend existential reality. The what form pan your friend dependency. Nature say me de down. Say nyawa enka menti say. Obi timi kan nyame papa ankenne. Kame ye doctor. Enyame maame anka me ye say. Enyame soa bi anka. Nti ni se menhia no but that time we no se menhia no ye negative. And also say obi o sa bia no a prepare bon humodin akwanya nyina se obepagya no mu aba de ofre no independence wanya ne ho wade ne ho prekope na ochire se obi bedu sa independence no ayese me de me ho no a ode no ho kasa ne memem ne ade a nipa bebree no osusu se oho a na ese nipa kodu na bibia making kind na medu ono no medwin ebibrem aman ahodo ye mu bebree independent but I know no and Steve ka say wo free dependency ekodu independence a esese wo bon wo humodin se wo beka kodum pempen so a eho na konkan pa atwam ye friend no interdependence intimity me nuanom man ni bia I'm independent na me raho because that is just the middle belt. The epoch, the height, zenith, interdependence, the ability to live with other people, and co-create and coexist. Enti obi bia wo dependencies abre will be bia na we na ye na we na ye na we na say nye we anka wo bon humodin so obedum pempen so obeka say me na maye now friend independence me dem ho. But I'm an now aranko. Isn't so what now they are now no way. Me can me papa brought ya say do baby or say in the ayamaba. Baby enyina du say say emunia. Na me sano or friend me say ne ba. Me ba be do impempenso bi a ma ware no ofrem say me yeninua adenti sisi a ye fa adwen bom
what do interdependence
we do sa level no interdependence me ni me papa etimi transcending komo say opening me nya abofra bi ma be ye penimu it is ye ka say wo di wo ho so akan a bisa ho say level ben na wo sa abre wo mpempen so a ne esi wa pran bom bia wo de hye obi wo po bi na o de ko jano o manyimu e ya de ba ko ha ye kese pa ade bia obi de kosuo obi ade bia obi nya obi de somo no bono opo bi enso esese yen nyina yete asese yes or therefore no gigefo busuefo obonsam no ho owo ne oye but wonso wo ne o ma ho kwan no last time to me Facebook say my modern pa say I won't give the devil a foothold otherwise he will turn the foothold into a stronghold.
Yeah.
Nipa bebre atiketu ebi we dey say ketwa we dey say ketwa but no man kiti no eno na di enya kese enti wo yen fidue mu no se ye bedi nkan a ye ti ase se akandie sunsun ni adiyo no e hye ase fifie e hye ase enfri gempa me papa prophet there brand or gempa di kunim na kansema about leadership but akandie ankasa no e I want it ye the jani na edi dua mofra mu no eno na wode eba brabo enti nipa adwene a okura adwene the mindset of the individual eno ena shape ne manners enti abri bia no so person wo sesa obi na de yo a e wo say we restructure the thought system
Ekosiisen on adwene
no Inti usha omo ye NGO ne ade omo bibi e friend behavior change communication
yeah.
Kasa edin sachara ebe nipa abrabo na sa kasa no yetumi sua no wonwum mu example abra Beijing be buy answer beji din no one day enwumi buy send your girl child to school sabre no e mayo bebre nko school na say obi oba be mani oba obefa be mani de na ko school na oba na atena jade na woni share sa anwom na ase no e de adwene mu foforo nsachira bebre bai enenti se obi isu anwom anya anwom keke o esachira nipa su ni na de yo na ne ban music molds your mind anwom ehu pa. It's a Adolf Hitler can say, I don't care who governs a nation, as long as I'm the one who runs the youth song. Me found an yoti mampeni. Se mimi nya kwanya se youth no mebuno won yuma woni tie no. Me na me chro. Se me chron kwa. Because a chro no. E kresunsun.
Ekosiisen on asempa
Ni krankwa. Nti yenum kasa no nso. E kresunsun krankwa. Eno de he so ye de agidie ni una osom kwasiada osom memeneda yawada oye de emfa ho kasa ye kan nye kasa keke e bowura nipam ma nipa ne gitum se ade di nipa be konkan na de ahoden fufuro bi be wura nipam nti ye kasa o se ehwe yi nti eno nti edu sa bre no a afa wadwen no mumu no na enya ntini wo akomam. Now Chinese for Bebubi will say, if righteousness enters the heart, there will be beauty in character. Certainly ni ye bowura nipa kumemwa. E de subampa efe. Ene dane ho adi. Inti na say ni nipa susu wona kumemu no. Eno dane ho adi wona diem. Inti o say e chance for wadwene mu. Wadwene se ne wate. Na anya intini wo wadwene na afi e ba betena wakomam na betena wakomam a eno na beye wade yo na beye wusu ne wo ban nti so nipa de hye na komam se me de ma mebobra e beda no wadi me de me ba sanse isu se me bebobra wo bebobra maybe they may be bob bena who be bob benanso enti esese onipa da se bia ya hwe yie se wodi wo ho so akan a I friend self leadership no esese wo ya hwe yie no ma bowura wo tirim ni wadwene ye fa wadwene no mum e ma wo be ya akoa e ma saa de no na se nyentini wakoma mu de a na afi na atinkensen na be ye wade yo wo de he yen papa kofo breso na one person osesa yen sika no na pinchen kakra ba na one year say obesu anwom the new Ghana CD the value is the same the value is the same ni bono ayepe na afi bedu baby yes dollar na $1 CD to $1 eno ana de ne brase na Ghana for penny nti anwumo hoi no ade a ensese yedidi agro kra so bia opese o hye no ho so no di ne so akan no onhwe ye enwum a oti
Ekosiisen on Asempa FM.
wo hwe mmebunu bebre na nkrofo pese won se na won si dressing no ye hyeda afo nkotra school ma ye nkyere dressing no na ye nwanwan se ne wo kire no nkranyen no be na ohens enwum no ne weso anwum no ne auto nwum no na yabo na badini na ka se we oye celebrity onya gitum sa ne oye se wafom kra ya de papa me call Europe man be so call youth all night na all night na bisa mebru ne say mon list the 5 most influential people in your lives. You've been 90 all night na se no so ha sorry na nsheda anya akese you've been 90 na all in shemu na se no ba kokra ambo so fodi ba kokra ambo ni maami din
Wow.
ba kokra ambo asori peni din 90 youth omo role models and influencers no media personalities sports personalities music stars and I want to count inti sankrofo yi na wodi won achi inti say one fom a onso be dey onso be fom enu ni arehusem o ho sa bre a ena ne eja wo won ba wo hwe se teacher na betete won inti me kai those days na be teenage teacher san na for me in the 90s we share na bia na eja bi o say na me brother Amos wo ba no enu ni nkasa I say ma me ba de ehin me ba na oba o meeting no let us say sa ena we no wagye tum so no oni tumi a
Tumi won e ba ne so.
oni tumi won e ba no so enti me no mat sitna nyina ne say me hye awofo din to empower parents me hye won crying say ye po bia owon susu ye pa anan susu ye boni wa abofra so a enye teacher eye ena eja
Ene eja.
America for president Barack Obama watcham
Yeah.
asese anyo no no mampeni oka asembi ne over office no no ye otoponoma ejanom young fathers Father's Day bia na dakro ka say oka brofo ka sabi or say the vacuum created in me by the absence of my father is yet to be filled by society.
Asempa FM.
Or say bonka abeda mi mu esan se meja na oni sunsanso o mi so no wiase asetena me wo mu se bre a oye o mampeni no yentumi fan shame
Tumi fan share ho man.
until Rabbi friend George Herbert or say one father is the equivalent of 1,000 teachers. One father ijabako is the equivalent of 1,000 teachers. Internet say e was say eje bia wutie misabre the influence awu wo baso no you have no idea. Senti a me mentene mesa embo me ma. Senti a me fa me nsa mbo me yire. Misua fi me papa ho. And I idea a shemimu me ma I've never done that. Oh, it's so important say eja be bon ho modin say ne ba be se no. ye GD for bebre. Ye we feed the Yesu Christo kind. Also, obani into me ye. I did ye who say Janaye. It is a jabia boom compono busano says, me ma da subebi dear. Yes, ye will peer pressure near dear. But sent your peer pressure bet me to me say. A ja atutuna said yes. A jacase. Me nye ja. Assemble to ye. Na ebeyare ho sem se na so ama machine finfin wa esan se ejane na obom na wotete abofra enti ni papa mu anka wo mienu na obom na wotete abofra be ye gitum se fie bebre ho a ejanko tete eba ana nanko tete eba eno nkire se won no ankrankro ne tete anye ye be ye so wonim ne wo ya wo ma wani ko ho a minim ejano mu a watete ma Emma mana ye. Na mini men nanum so awatete mam merema mana ye. Ne hia ne se so ti na se de ase. Na ohu na sudia ye de agya no so ye agya anena. Me kai first time my wife ofefunu no wo ye na me wo Kenya. Me ba ya na de chia na me call Rafa Medical Center. Na that time no na Francis J so de ba ya wo no nti ya wo mo the same day. The same place.
Oh, okay.
And we do honor ye de akola no ye de towel achichire no. Friend is a show said de am that achichire no na ye kukro no na ye de me share mensa. Me krade na sa obi unim de ba my dream. The child is a bundle of strength and weaknesses. But more than anything, for me as a father, anxiety and hope. Any that's one aba, but I am so. Now, obi bia we penimo a wutie me, especially in the home. The father is the head of the home, but the if so say a number prefinity. It is a jano pra, and naming in abe pro. Now there were a lot of homes, sir. Madam for Michael Mensah, OTM is Abre, or can't say me, or say the absence of the present father. The absence of the present father. A jano or honso niho. You were janum bebre, honso muniho. Okonoba. I could let the papa say, Daddy, are you going back to your hometown?
On Trefie.
I'm on a brand TV or himself. They say my father is an elder. Make an papa preside elder. I could hear me. I'll say they took my father and gave me a pastor. This is a 16-year-old girl. Omo Jimmy papa. No mama me suffer. Into if you know one ne papa no who say suffer, who say eja. And that's tragic. Because your bumper was a major wasser who didn't want to. When you were petty was I see to them or to also. And yes, I say, yeah, Janum Titru, ye Jafino at the Swano Ashema, near Jama Yereno. But a brass to say, I will say, Janum, I will see a revival of the home with the men who are not present but absent, but present and present. Fatherhood initiative. Obi oti obetuma Google fatherhood initiative. Almost some data work on the absence of father and its effect on young people. It's grim. Minya. Enti ye didn't swire yiri no mache. Etoni bia ne aka aware be ye gina maso. Who said so? Aware be ye gina kro na yiri so.
But yeah, because Bemano and also provide him a fee. He has to be out there looking for money to sustain the family.
That is what I call the traditional trap. The traditional trap. Provide for your family, but does not give you a reason to be absent. Oh, yeah, many baby, ya fan no baby brabo boy yamboa. Aya this we bu yekum. Yempe homi ni yempe say yebeti en breso. I'm more example. Papa bi osi oni break. And so to me, enya break of Chelsea, Manchester. we are here Barcelona and Real Madrid. As our boss. 2 games in a row. 90 minutes. Yeah. If there's extra time, you're talking about 100 minutes. What you mean yes, our time we are here football. Oh, yes, our time in PTA meeting. What are you telling me? Time is not available to anybody, but we create time. I mean, I'm a PTA chairman for a school in Tema, very big school. And I was so saddened. Say, parents were just not interested in parent-teacher meetings. They had an excuse to be away. But I made it also say, me, my bad chairman, and finally we got them to come. Because he was a baby now for a PTA meeting, he said, Ekosiisen project, Ekosiisen, into the BIS Kasem. And he had done in any into the first 30 minutes, no, now me seminar for them. And you should see the parents who are coming. Because expositions on understanding a teenager, understanding children, the threats and facing, all these days, this new world order, they are there. And I often say, no, and nipa bebre. Inti, as I say, a boy, and it made me believe so much in the power of parenting and the priority of parenting. Look, and not too for more, this nation will come to a halt. A lot of the boys and girls almost live a rogue life. Check the background. There is a cry for the presence of a father, cry for mother. Na. Inti so ba asafumu ana so ko esumbi mu a. Wa ba no mpanifo a ho no esese wonye wa ade se janom ne enanom. Bedo be kwa kwhwe na eja ne enanom ne bi no ada no won peteku ya na yese won.
Ekosiisen on
FM. Inti woni say wi ani ebusa se na e ban se na kola ya sai sa. Nso na obi na aye won sa. 16-year-old girl but some say is marriage necessary today. Adenti.
The one ne mama ne papa.
Ne papa ne mama. Wachi ne papa or ne mama adamfo dampa so. Na wa hu ne mama so kisi ne papa adamfo. Na 16-year-old no onye den. Ochira na wate atua who blame her. Odi so mo no bo na enye ye. Until we do baby or no so better personal leadership I say. Now on try at the level of dependence me mama na di me dem. Now I rise it to independence, to a level of interdependence. Na bra bono ebe bo man. Inti ukọ adwuma mbebre a, ubehu nkrofo a oti adwuma na adwuma ni nko ye. Nso boka koye no osay ade. Me papa bi no ka chem say the office bi na owo the biometric clearance by.
Yeah.
Inti upio every time bi obe swipe once we to me pie. No person we hear workers on ba o transit. And many workers don't know, say, biometrically, they can monitor how frequent you exit the work space. Because every time you swipe, it is registered. No be swipe, no akoto kelele. No a swipe, no akoto kutuo. No a swipe, no akoto nsio. No a swipe, no akoto akodinkomo. It will begin to reflect. Inti bosomini so ya was start to say what data neto I wanted. Na go for some be say machine. Why would you do that? Inti wo she adwuma mu ho no wo hwe se adwuma no emmo. Inti self leadership ni bi ne se wa ba adwuma mu ho no. Wasudi ni wasedi a hye wo so pa ne se wo be ma adwuma na etumpon. Na eyango nwasem se edwuma ni mpon tu mu no na wo so betu mpon. Edwuma na hwe ase mu no wo so be hwe ase. Mami bi no tro on the kitchen or say service to God is rendered in this place 3 times in a day. Na je say oye breakfast aba na busia eyo sorry eyo som. Oye lunch eyo sorry eyo som. Oye dinner ama na busia eyo sorry eyo som. Obi, ma betra he se me hu ne se yo somo a me ye ne ye. Esan se me nya manipa, me ya ma ne obade ye. Yeah. Ntini aka say service to God is service to man. Mortal beings. But taxi driver or driver akra no. Aso oti ase se driving no nyame di she bi na timu or driver no. Onti ase se. Inti you do red light no watchum. Eto de bia obi red light no watchum. Where you will green and what's I walk on no do what them.
Asempa FM.
No do what them. Na yare hosem. Madam Fubi also Ghana is a very interesting country. Or Swedish. Then Nam Teta Kwashi said, Amos, Ghana is an interesting country. The vehicles are born again, not the drivers. Jesus is the only way. Never actually. Near church, all the signs. Power belongs to God. Now, driver no better than sa.
Yeah.
Or the necessity. I drink. Me a bit the dimisa. A children who send me a sorry penny. No, I say, hey, Minister, you sorry penny and here's how. That could be for a taxi. That be kind of your problem. Now me go preach you, baby. Ain't he? Me driver no me chen baby I me call say, oh, how the traffic was pa. And I'm say okay. Until we just say, I say ne fabi count. I'm say me fa say, ne agree. Afi ye kwa branti. Ye ko to traffic no kre. Afi start this okasa. Provocazo si solo kwaing. Okasa na nkrofo bi betra ka mu kra wona mo kire obo metia obo kra track and kra ka cover crown to bi da okasa sa me so metia chi o ma yedin tie due no na say masa this all the big count am sure na sa de o catch him say traffic o enu nti na o ma me di big count na bansa na afa me nsa fa big count am say we dey menye I say chinchina ba chinam say okay asem fa na asem koje Nemo me ahwe wanim pa wo so hwe manim pa de bi e besan hia mini an no kre e da bi aton sa afre me ko preach o sorry bi me gina platform ho preach am so bi ti nim fa ho sa taxi driver no na me hu no sa ono so ahu me na won so wo concern sorry nkese na we creature protocol nti ye kro mu Inti mini general overseer no na ejina ho ejina platform no so no obi aba one na kasa na me gina nchenchen na owie ne yakọ mu hansa papa iba nti ono wie na kan sem papa opeso be ka bibi na friend ba oba na say oh I want to speak to the man of God no kasa no man of God me dey me pe say me a man of a great God. I'm not any great man of God. I'm rather a man of a great God. Inti oyena I say, okay, me. Now I'm saying, me kai opa. You know, we a taxi driver now. I say, hey, I didn't know you were such a great man of God. And I say, Minia, and only how Ghana, whom you know. Do you know me? And he said, obi yobia, or chen obia. Let us say, otumi boom raso. And he said, a personal leadership here, Juma. Esa si yengina edum pempenso a yengina ye hemrase emra ni nim ino nim wo emra ne chiwacho si yankodu sam pempenso a eno na ma ye ama hodofo no ebi mutu mpon echenye nti wo fie no esa se gya no ti ase se menya hwehwe animu mbako baabi no ena akwala we se na we so se gya Inti di ose jani ye boni a na eja ejije no so ni ose na no so ye boni a na ajije no so inti wo fie ba ku mu no ye practicing two systems
divide
and rule that's the word inti ye no odifi ho a no de akọ school na teacher so hwe teacher yi awofo a ye no show Inti
parent I won't teacher there.
Wa won cha there though. Iron fisted no. Wunya hwe mfrim.
Yeah.
Na emum no. Kohwe aban bi ba. Ompe ne ho asem mobro wa na bi no. Na ono no obre. Inti hwehwe ni mu ni sa no mai. E sha se frifie. Na so man no be gina, you see the home is the womb that conceives the nation. Efie no na nyinsan oman no. Nti se na efie ko sa na man no beko. Se Ghana ye pese ye titi ye ma democratic tendencies a sha se free. Yeah. And sha se free classroom. Because what sha se free classroom a teacher ni no emre dodo se no ne abofra ne te ade kire bia ho. actually so 8 hours okofie na de aka ne otu eja ne na nchen nti ye eja me ametie me eja me yenhweso de ma me ma me yire yenhweso de ma ye ma ena afoforo a ene won di agro nti ese eja ne na bia te ase ye ka se ye di akan wo fie a eya sudi eya sede kese pa esanse eja ne na kronkron ye ahotew suban papa ena ma efa ede yesu sudua inti me kind those days na e handle teenagers pa no na teenager bi bana na tade hye no enhye dan koye na pani mu bi ka ho se na se me ba me ma me hu ye me ma me anka bibia obi ho se we mi papa na to ma me inti ni ma me hu ni papa hu wona anka hwe wo chechire ni utumi ne wo beka inti me training youth pastors, youth workers, and me train say, when you are for momunya jumano. When you are for momunya jumano. It's answer say, Oka kase me your church into the waba, a church for those days now, a church for no shorts, no cramfian on them, crum, we are off and no chow ma, chow a chimbre. Sabre no chomo. A trim. Me kai 83 me ba so na me ana ma chin kakra. Na come to for assembly o mo ma me penimu bi o hwe me sa say hey abante bra ho na banyo na me se gumachi o hwe ma kasa ucheni nda modompo wo mpechen obi nda modompo wo mpechen ene ne me ne chen ba ko anda me kombio go boys who she chen anu obi o shirt kakara e bia ho you know but ene o frɛ babunu na se okotia no a I'm aware by no and only the first response but say see I'm aware so otia no say atare no inkoyi also minim dada me aware but who dada me who kratra but ni on say and then mebunu no they need a relationship before correction inti me mentor bako a friend of Josh McDowell. I say rules minus relationship elicits rebellion. O shemra ne nkutanwudi ni ho a e de etuatie na eba. Ye wo fie bebre a shemra bebre e che Mose mra.
Ekosiisen
na emofra no bebu so wo beti so etua. Because oni woni twaka oni woni nkutanwudi ohun se wo ye naja ohun se wo ye ne na ohun se wo ye ne wofa. Until we need that connection, relational connection. A lot of relationships are also very nice because onya relationship need be with you. Until you are friend of outsourcing, and the companies are outsourcing because I deal here no. Young person be born ka bebre nti the ama company for binti security lunch den company for na dey buy no ye ntua snate ye ntua den ye mfa ka nkofa nti akofa yi bus bia e be fa ne workers edi omoba and on to fuel on ye hwede o yanse bosome no wa check no etia and amebunu no bebre no wa hwe we gyanom no we nanom a hu se enkoyi nti won so ye outsourcing eno na ye me ayem hihye. Now we outsource from media, movies, music industry. Sound normal me and sound way. Me from the trilogy of influence.
Media,
music, movies. Sound normal me and sound way.
on Asempa FM.
What was it? Nipa bebre hwe sinia. Nadwi efri so say enye real. Your friend of the power of sublimation. Into there's a sublime message. Into those days you saw no, you heard Dracula sa ya koda ni esro. See you say sini. Ejeje wani so. Uja na busuefo be push. You know what I said udi na tem. Udi ya telenovela. Me example bi am about telenovela. Akwa bi o mu a edwoma mo adorne se nokomo a. Your friend Rodriguez. And I buy you and who fellow telenovela imo pa ni dindi Catalina. because a Spanish production. Na Rodriguez ya driving the car no dia kobo Catalina come boom ma abayo en sre ye dia hye POP na ye dia sensen ho na abayo ne ba TV no so pe na ma na wo nyina omo hwe no mu bu afu isan say aba no ho fe the on friend body mass index BMI no etwa ni tinhwe so guso na ni e blue or you blonde long hair almost to the back.
Ekosiisen on
Na Catalina free so na Rodriguez enimbedawa. Na manfo asha se dinner term. We dem fan chemi radio so na mechanics na work. Bema Jimmy for, bema busue for, jije for, ohinte due chire bodam ni nyame betiawka. No bi ti wo show no kan we.
Okay we.
Ni we fi say a movie. Na se be phone lines na. Obi. Hello. Akoso ya ni mekasafi fanchembe to chok. Na mechire se Catalina de misini due. Na wo hia bema okaso so se bema Jimmy zano. Obi. A serious matter. The passion, invocation of threats, curses. Now aka diatribes. No kasasa no bewia. O say sa Bema Rodriguez no. Me domino mo wukra ontumi na.
The influence and the power of movies.
The na Catalina there me wishing a speedy recovery. Adie no ye be wie no. Ne 15 years ago. Obi ti Ghana Accra. Ahwe. Ema nakuma ehu. Inti yentumi hwe for the entertainment value. But it's a whole classroom. It is a case who lead this self. It is said what do you so say your mind? Self-governance. You can watch it for the entertainment value. But excuse me, don't let it be the overarching influence of your life. And no name when any mark apoko by a jin can say Ghana. Adenti, because a lot of people got it all wrong. We started prototyping behavior. No? It is so powerful. It is where you sit right now, I tell you. Which I'm telling you. Me I just opia about here. Obia per selfie, you know, obia per so didn't who you tree nyame. Until you're almost like a demigod. Until what Obi says, a shape ni padjene, a shape ni values, a shape ni behavior. Until asudi kesia pada Obi bien or media console like myself. I have to be responsible in my communication. Na enona on my imono. I am say we are losing that. Now Josh Madoa can say or see relationship plus rules elicit positive response. Inti we shall see the nkutahudie nyonko fa one wo ba me yes me now baby e jabi to me hwe me say me name ba de nyonko fo. Na ye man so pa nyonko fo. Beyond being a parent, you must be a friend.
And yes, how you go outside.
Now your friend crowd back out. Because you see, between zero to about say age 10, parents are very powerful in the initial stages in the life of the child. Parents and a family. I call it the PF versus PF. Into both between that stage, you know, Abofrano. Awufono ni ebusuano de bia okasa na uncle na auntie na uncle na auntie na daddy na mommy daddy and mommy de bia odin daddy mommy uncle auntie sa onya cross that age, you know, everybody a friend adolescent onset, because adolescent simply means adult in the making, not yet an adult, but the feelings and thinking are like an adult, but sometimes the judgment is childish. And then my adolescents, almost life now very complicated, because nothing can any be as a penny more. It's an insucianini, son or see no mano. Still I am Friday. It was here buano. I need to know here guidance and nurturing. At na ye dan as a body out to body now the tofa kwa beshi into danen kaka and our children will make mistakes. They only love their children when they are perfect. But we sir, you are not showing them unconditional love. You still have to show them love. Me have told my daughter, I mean, there's no way you do something for which reason I'll reject you as my child. You are my child. You are still my child. I mean, there's nothing you can do to stop me from loving you, because there's nothing I may ever stop Nyankopon from loving me as a loving father. No, you need that. Ebedu baby no. Onya two adolescents no more. Afe peers and friends. No, the same PFO, but this time the PF has changed.
Change it from parent and family to peers and friends.
And friends. And this becomes a very big part of adolescent life.
Ekosiisen
No. There's a rivalry between the influence of family
and
a parents and a peers and friends. And I know a lot of parents who are having a run of their money around that space. What you don't do, when you peers and a beacon. Eja ana enabi a wutie mi a wonne wo ma enamfo eko only want to ado awoma so you stand the chance of losing your child to the peers and friends. Eye eko a ehu hia.
And at that stage, then there was a way.
At that stage, no, enunti na wo so be nyonko. We a bad time, we a ja, but there was all ye nyonko. Na metiase enso se wo abatan yentiti ye mo no, ene ya na monto no. Ni enim ne se emma no eto de bia ye pimko ba ko nchen. Nti betuma ba se wo yire ena nkola no tumi ko ne nchen pa. Mema wo yire nkɔhye ho na onye oduabo ohinta duechi o se no ma. Eno nkran fofre na yefe noche. Na noche so mfo. Owura no ye dija no ena ye didigu na bodwum. Nti emma no bi wo ho a ejano piepe osense mo papa no okọ no. Meanwhile papa no kwa okọ ne say he's caught up in a traditional trap. Ose a breadwinner. Na traditional trap of breadwinner ne say okọ akoye adwuma disika befie. Nti ono na ade a oya ne say okoye adwuma disika di befie. E di behwe fie. Na te so ono fie no emu ade yo no nka ho bi. Na eno ya papa. Na de pia I tell men say so we refer funu na a full-term pregnancy 9 months. Da ye be won you have 9 months deficit to catch up. Because there's neonatal bond and no akola ni share ye funu mo no one ne mame e wo twaka dada. Nti ye wo no to as I say jebia born and nasin temtem. Get close to your child, draw closer. I want also to draw me nearer, baby Lord. Also, because if you don't get close at that point,
you've lost it.
You've lost it. You've lost it. Oko World Bank forward side. I'm a window of opportunity for parenting. 0 to 6. And then the first one. From 7 to age 12, 13 is the second one. After that one, there's no more window. So from 0 to 6, no, they are not even involved in the life of the child. We jam obano. Onko antenatal ene say hunya ene say ne bema so beti ene say onye bema. Look, if you're a father and you think like that, then you are not a father. You are a benefactor. We are boaboafo. And was how we are involved. And I thank God what I see in recent times, because I'm say a janum bin grandma, and I see that it's very encouraging. But many years ago, who say jakra kranimba. Because the now for besreno. I've seen fathers ordineba eti nekem not sit him no locking no nepi. We need more of that. Because you hear more bread. Obi you hear more bread. We are seso boafo, but remember be brother ne seso abrofo. And I was say you choose between being seso boafo and seso abrofo. Embebre ya bro. Yeah, bro. But I couldn't fan count. Say abroad na tabi or and Mr. Mecca. Or radio city Mr. Mecca. No, but you see, how can you be so callous? Me whole picture be me call baby me to me but yes I'm man for first I'm picking on a tribe or a group. Na papa yi okotu bayire.
Asempa FM.
Na bayire no ya chichire na so ne yire. Na ne yire no oyopemfo obi. Na eba ba ko so hye na chi. Nti ma me ne so bayire no. E no kura eja enso woni nsam. Now when I saw the man, Mama catch me driver and so onjina nchen. At that time I was deputy director of the Church of Pentecost. Yeah. An office I served for 16 years with a lot of joy and gratitude to the leadership. Now driver no stop here and I say, Papa, neti saying, me pe bayirato. Also me obi wa abra, mombra mani. I thought so because oji
the swan here no.
Nti me twa me talk bayire ni wie no because I always have to create a connection before near ham in the Mecca. Na me say papa me talk bayire na nti na me say na bayire gu kwan obi me wie also that be me dey sha pra dancer. Wow ba father pra da be nya o. Nti o wie no me talk bebre pa because say you dey bad down. Nti me wie na me say papa na we yiri omre. Oh, bet to me.
Ekosiisen.
Na me raho. Vesri de vedem ya. Ensese sisa. Because we yes so boafo. We dey here pimfo. O pimfo a we say funu na benim. Enye misro me kan be 6 to 7 months or 8 months.
Wow.
Na abofra so hye na chi. No so bayire. Okreja.
That's crazy.
Look at that picture. Na bema no ni tuo da ne kon. Na bema isi o yeseso boafo. Is it true? No. O yeseso obrofo obo abro. Nti yesese ye mema ni bi yesan bu nkompon kohwe fie. E mema bebre abo asansa bra. Bebre aboko. Me kai ebre bi mi ko adom na me ka chon se yenye program no. Program no ye to ni din akobofo mbra fie. E mema bebre aboko. Ya boko. Ya dani ahoho ya efie.
Ya efie.
And it should not happen. Ukasa no man tin ya wokano. Ukasa o monte ase. And I also mumu, enye bu no mumu, but you're not connecting. As I say to me connected.
It is a me jar in this year 2021 if I want to turn over a new leaf. Top 3 things man was a mayor 4 or 5.
I mean the first thing is and it's something I'm young I have done it. First, my boom compo ahwe me ho abusam say me a bema. Yakaso be a bema asichresing. What's the meaning of being a man? Because you are born a male, but it's your responsibility to stay as a man. It's a choice, a decision. Male, there will be able to be a male. You won't also a male. And there's a cry, a war contestations around who a male is and all that. I was so what trans say. Me a bema na yakas will be a bema cry as it anything. Yes, I say a member be bring into the Rome was a bema soon. Inti Brahma nimra ye. Inti member be bring adani tinti. Know it all, have it all, be it all. So no mammy and say member. I know it all. I have it all. I can be it all. Very detrimental. Inti mema be bring to you 1 year more photo. Maybe my wife sending message. Come me photo. And I have guarded myself. The photo no dia mama no eto asom nyansa wom and it's very important. You remember be bra oba to no for say e ma adwen.
Ekosiisen on Asempa FM.
But you remember be bring nim ne say e ma hu konkan e chen mema. Wadi nyinem. Because see, women are futuristic. More foresight. And women are driven by security. Into man say bema say adie bi boboba na ehu kra. The average bema no because enyehu. You beka we small thing way. Bema yare ni ese on hospital on person beko. Oba ohun bibi insachira on the body the next day no hospital. Na ya kire mema se ka okasa bo ahye o yem nti mema bebre tifie na wosugu won yem we bema na wotie me a what I want to ask you, when was the last time woti nisuo Pese mesha orebi o hwe me sa say elder obeje di say me ma me wi akra mensu o de hwa no ho o patch so no ma o ye bema into ye bema na wonisio no emaya your tear gland is created designed for a reason. Tears are also part of being human. Remember their humanity has never been experienced by their spouse. Because you are being all, you have it all, and you can do all. Until we look, Obi, baby, I'm meeting it, but I've had cases about me boni koko. Say me radio ye at the assembly, or see away small thing way. And the next thing you hear is, I told you so.
Boom.
Because about danger, men, yeah, it's a bull. Also, me as our bull game now. Now, bull no ordinity at the bedgy flag no. Once a flag, no more hoist here. And soon flag in China na trap war actually. Remember, baby, you was a dear no ye near the T-bow grim or basso the wise half and franto. Afafranto are very delicate and complex. And Tiamabe Breno, Memani be also, I say, or ye weaker vessel. The concept of weaker vessel, when you think weaker vessel, think of delicate, fragile. Think fragility. Last year, a boy who buys and a bear, a casa and co baby. A fragile. It won't mean fast setting pressure and to so as a bepai. Into a castle or yelling a weaker vessel. They are fragile. Fragility, no, it is afafranto. Na afafranto we no, sem frama bo na sakake to ebi obo so baby for akojina. And there are a lot of women in that state. They are looking for a new place to go and hide. Because Nikruna done a tyrant. Wadani tinti yento no fo. Now look, I can tell you. So we a bema na oyire ehun se oni oba bi di nkomo. No catch us oba Mira hweniye. She knows what she's saying. 110% they know what they're saying. But many men, the workers say, oh, na small girl with they say, oh, to me. And the records are there. Look, baby atiahi. If you are so formal, be see a so penny for, be see mema titru. Atiahi. Okay. But the time for you by. Uni mo run out then fin on. He was the IMF boss. Oh, okay. Nami wa Parry.
Yeah, Dominique
Strauss-Kahn. Yeah. Nami wa Parry and an by. Yeah. He was blaming people. He blamed setup. But at the end of the day, you are responsible for your choices.
And you make the point, sir, number one.
You must know who you are as a man.
Why you are a man.
Why you are a man. Who is a man? Why are you a man?
Okay.
What is your value as a man? Okay. And so we interrogate it. You look into the mirror. One of my mentors, Patrick Morley, excuse me, the man in the mirror. Got another one, the young man in the mirror for boys. And Patrick has impacted me so much because he a man who charge him and say, "Na me cry me why?" That's the first thing.
Okay.
Because here member be a mask. Kaka motobishe enim.
And tell us why we are men.
Yeah.
Number two.
Say what ya warrior say. Na say one tia warrior say. How do I relate with persons of the opposite sex or opposite gender? May I use gender and I may hesitant because now we have over 50 variants of gender. Yeah. Timothy so be a gender advocate and I'm sure. Because I have to be sure which one you are crusader of. Because it be a non-binary. Until be a non-binary, I can't crusade and advocate for a non-binary. I mean, forgive me, but I won't do that. Forgive my French, but that it's not going to happen. Yeah. Male and female created he, them. That's it. I'm done. Any other is an aberration. Yeah. No. Only man antia etiseng. You remember we bring wo mudie no so ahwete. A free abofra keto yo ba. Eba office abayo a woni ne wo ho. Ekọ wo fidue mu. ubusuani eko wo ho kafo wo yire eko wo housemaid. How are you relating with people who are opposite? Because they're crucial. Oh, say, minya a debi na ebe me birthday, and I'm na save na pesa me project be. Me save for 1 year, and I'm need 20 young ladies call out on a date for a 3-course meal. Make us a baby. Some of them are not married women. Now, me motive is I want to hear their views of men. What do you think of men? Marginally from men on it is saying. Obi, these are young girls, uni girls, young professionals, carefully selected 20 single ladies. Anyone call restaurant tour, a beer, and we enjoyed ourselves. And we had frank conversations. When we no. But I mean, sorry. Or trim me and channel say, Elder, you have changed my perspectives about men. Not just a girl, no. Proud to sound adia ye no. Na ninsusu ni na dwene fa mema on enye papa. But just the single act of mine. Enya ade kase bia. It's even kakra because I wanted to make an impact in the lives of these ladies. The following year, I went out to 20 single guys to give them feedback. And that was the launch of mobilizing males, because you will say, a man who quite a dream. Now see a dim man come on, because a choir is a man come on radio, ni TV, so do no a it shows who is powerful, who is sleeping around, and who is doing what. Yeah, serious conversations about masculinity. Even our health as men. Prostate. Hey, come man penny for bebre. Who is talking about it? Obian can want some. It's the papa no be do baby no, not prostate. How? Meanwhile, nobody is crusading saying infanto health insurance. So cervical is there, breast cancer is there. Look at the noise we make. Not noise, sorry. But the groundswell of mobilization. International Women's Day. Mother's Day. To the extent say even Mother's Day cry kasaba. Father's Day cry kasaba mothers. Mothers are great, wonderful. Maybe mommy free massing me all those while. And she's a wonderful mother-in-law. I call her my mother. She's my mother. But you see, no matter what it is, you have to build a society just on one leg.
Just on one leg.
We need both. It is a train. Train here, 2 tracks. And I say, you need discipleship and you need development. If you have discipleship without development, you will come to a halt. If you have development without discipleship, we'll have crisis. You know, that's something as I say in a episode. Me share my officer, me bobo bon ataso, me nunu, me yedien, me madani me ho Casanova. We don't share by bia no ya wakono. I mean, if you have that image of women, it's not good.
Ekosiisen on Asempa FM.
It means I'm a strong crusader and advocate for workplace harassment policies. A big part. And we need it everywhere.
Yeah.
Senti anipa bebre suro ni say, no, but why that's number 2.
In the new year, number 1 year, understand why you are a man. Number 2,
how you are engaging with
relationship and engagement with the opposite sex. Number
3, your priorities. What are your priorities? The whole world is called reset. Now this reset, no. I say you call ground zero.
Yeah.
Now reset no am I who say. No man ye di before COVID ever ya announce no. Sa no mani na e mani pant na senche. Na no man ye jaho ni ye dwane ho no. Sa no na ye correct. So we now have to reset and reprioritize relationships. My daughter's school back home and almost have put a lot on relational care for teachers. And I know their proprietor is listening. I mean, Joel is a great guy and he's listening. He told me, say, Obisam se me to makatwi. Joe makatwi no. Me catch say I'm a product of grace. You know, and as I say, you call reset. And you there no priority. A dear pan in we here. We all tech. O-level economics, your friend be scale of preference. As a so nipa bia wo hihye won ne oma no. E di disun. Are you prioritizing your health? Wapo mudin. Na obi are prioritizing the health bia eno esom ne bono. Oti ase say your health and your death is in your kitchen. Wuwo ne wonkwa a wo de ti ase no.
In other words,
watch what you eat. Prioritize what you eat. Prioritize what you drink. And ya di biani no. And then meti gentleman of Rano. I mean, it was fantastic. Richmond. Yeah. The last year, so meti. I was eternally blessed by his presentation last year and then this year and so. Now, Obi. Yes, a bemenum bon kakra. A bon thing. Alcohol. Alcohol is empty calorific. It adds no calories to your life. It rather complicates your life. Now, you see, if you drink, don't drive. This is metal with wheels under. And see, when the catch will be say, you can drink and manage your life. It's just not impractical. I mean, it's impractical. Because if I cannot drink and handle steering well, then I cannot drink and handle my life well. If road safety for bechu, now you the breathalyzer check or breath. Now I can say one normal side to her, so you can't drive. Then you can't drink and be at the steering of your life. The son of come to four, be or team or come to four. No, papa be a friend mpokum. The bush form fan chame. Now those days near didn't who for a bobo no bar, no a big jina park and infinity. Yeah, bobo no. Now there is a stalemate to be to me movie. Papa penny moon yamini pa, but to me jina no di or din quanquasem, no di jokes or ya dear. Meanwhile, he is completely in a different realm. But he's no sober. Obi fair enough. What has happened? Yati stories of men who are under the stupor, drunk. Worry samina. Na one numuncio after the inquire by Woronensa. Isano, yet it is our stories nibi. So everybody must begin to prioritize. You also prioritize the baby I will call. And Crawford only 190. They be a catch and Crawford say, look, I can be in the same church with you, but you're not my friend. It's not a crime. Because see, there's a difference between I'm friendly with you and you are my friend. We are madamful. And I'm no way a nyonko. Minu we nim yesre. And not just all your nyonko. It's answer nyonko or no, or to me such a nyonko sunsun. And in the subane na there. David can send me one new more. Psalm 119 verse 63. More can trust or kind. I'll say, I'm a friend to all who fear you, to all who obey your commandments. I'll say, me now for you, I want to was ready. No, we didn't share some. And you can be friendly with somebody without necessarily be your friend. We have to reprioritize. Reprioritize your family. Ebusia. Oboha, osi oyeja. But Mimbusa say the whole week. A dear pana we ya echrese uyeja. Show me one thing that you did. Woma betting can say yeweja. It is there that it shows that you are indeed a father. And you cannot reprioritize unless you have a mission statement. You have clearly defined goals and you have set objectives. Enti obibia opese obos abrei me dwen se was ade amiensan. Enti me say I have a whole template my farmer, but I'm a template my list. I think I sent you my mission statement. Yes. And the principles are a government life. You can later go to that, and I'll explain one or two things there. Because onipe bia only mission statement, no, or live by accident. Because asempa more mission statement, multimedia more mission statement. Adentina more mission statement because ohono ena benchmark. Inti ehona mo de yemo assessment. Na mo checking mo KPIs. Anamwa.
Yeah.
Inti say your key performance indicators. That's your KPIs and it is there. You just measure them. What are you measuring with? Your clearly defined mission statement, which is the end in mind. And the vision of the station. Plus the core values or principles of government. Until nipe bia otiasie no. Me say, I'll give mine as an example. Me a bema, so I set clearly defined goals as a male. And I don't joke with masculinity. It's a priority for me because I'm a male and I should not apologize for being a male.
Asempa FM.
And then am I demobilizing males by so that our focus really is to build bold boys, groom godly gentlemen, and mend broken men. Because there are a lot of men who are broken, but they think they don't need help. But help is there. You don't have to stay broken. A lot of men, they are having fear. I had fears. Samikacho said, I got hurt.
Ekosiisen
And I was to do surgery, and it was frightening. To hit your jaw to the ground was severe. The first prognosis, yes, the why I beshe me jaw. And I told my wife, prognosis no, and she said, "Ato Jai, Emma so." My wife is such a woman of faith. He said, "Emma so." And then a maxillofacial specialist looked at it and says, "Oh, you don't need a fanciful surgery. I'm going to give you a procedure that is easier." And then I meditate say.
Wow.
But I was struck with fear. And when a bear man you are afraid of something, don't be afraid to tell your spouse, "I'm afraid of this." Because a lot of men have fears they can't verbalize. Miss Rosa Ochina, I cannot feed my family. Miss Rosa Ochina, I'm sure I'm a Juma Bebomi. Miss Rosa, oh, me dofu, and oya odofo onya otamfo.
Only in komo.
Tell your wife. What are your fears?
Some messages are abba now the Yemra mission statement, no, and the 7 guiding principles. We say Daniel Abakan say hi Obi. Please tell Elder Amos Kevin-Annan that I'm watching him live from Columbus in Ohio.
Oh yeah, my pastor friend.
Teacher way back. I'm so proud of him. That's Daniel Abakan. We say Apirugu Chakapama. I say hi Obi. I'm keenly monitoring your show. Quality message. Thank you. This one says, "Good evening, Obi. I am Phobia Nyamija, and I'm listening to you live from Germany, Hamburg. I say, in fact, 2021, you are super. Yesterday was super, and today is fantastically good. I say, my church elder, Amos, Obi, big greetings to President Mahama and Honorable Elvis Efriankra. Francis Opuni Frimpong says, very interesting education for us fathers and mothers. God bless. God bless you too for listening. We say, very deep, Merimaba Pastor Amos Kevin. Hey. Samuel Tetenate and anyway.
Oh, Sammy.
Yes. Dan Swabiam says, Obi, please, what's the man's name? My name is Great Solomon. In fact, I wish he could be a friend. The name is Amos Kevin-Annan. Edwin Kujo says, I'm enjoying this conversation. Thank you. Emmanuel Ajay says, Obi, happy New Year. In fact, the man is very intelligent. I like him from the AJ in Germany. P. Leverage says, why don't we have such men often give the masses wisdom? Fortunately, he is here today. Nana Kwame says, wise man, keep on speaking the truth. And Emmanuel Redu says, thank you very much, Mr. Annan, for your good education. God richly bless you. Obi, please try and bring these kind of personalities to your show to come and teach us if possible, once in every week. Okay? Obi, well done for bringing such inspirational speakers to encourage us at the start of the new year. I wish we could download this for our children to listen. Wafa Atta is in London coming through with this one. We say, according to John Locke, a psychologist in human behavior, he stated that a child is born with his mind empty or blank slate, known as tabula rasa. Behavior is acquired through sensations and behaviors from the environment, mostly our homes. It means parents have a bigger role to play in shaping our behavior than any other person. Mr. Amos Kevin-Annan, you are just too much. Dr. Baba Zamo, Master Planner Junior, Onoa Kentampo, and Odiwe Abrainti. You can also keep your messages coming through. Na Yebeshe Akayamamo, loads and loads of them. This one says, "Hi Obi, please tell Elder Amos I still remember his sermon titled Today's Youth and Music. Kwejo Osei Ewo PIWC in Dansoman." Farouk in Tema says, "Wow, just wow. May God bless you and us all. Amin." Farouk is in Tema. Obi, good afternoon. Talking about parents, or say, kindly wish my mom, Mrs. Patricia Bediako, a happy birthday for me, from her husband, Superintendent Kofi Bediako, retired, and the entire family. We wish her all the best in life. Nana Amponsa Bediako, and on the way, Abrey. The messages are a lot. We say, Obi, what a good start for the year 2021. I'm so happy and motivated. Eric Dankwa, Ewo Dobro, and on the way, Abrey. Let me see the other ones we have here. Whereas today's show is just something else. Great to hear Elder Amos Kevin-Annan. Happy birthday to Nana Efia Obubuashi. Please, I want to say a special greetings to Mr. Daniel Akwa, Director of Safety, Ghana Civil Aviation Authority, and Mrs. Efia Enchiwa Bonsu Agusu of the ICGC Christ Temple. Finally, to Amos Asari and Mrs. Gifty Asari, all of the ICGC Christ Temple. Nana Ekwamwa Boaten is in Ablekuma Central and Ono Ediwe Abrey. Maminfa Enchem say, as we speak, the Functional Executive Committee of the NDC Asia, the Functional Executive Committee of the party, to decide on Omo choice of a speaker and Omo parliamentary leadership. And I can tell you on authority, sir, the party has settled on Alban Kingsford Sumana Bagben as their choice for speaker of the 8th Parliament. And I can also authoritatively tell you, sir, the status quo as far as Omo leadership is concerned will remain until after the determination of the election petitioner party, a file at the Supreme Court. And the way information I gather from our sources within the NDC, say party now settle on Alban Kingsford Sumana Bagben as their choice for Speaker of Parliament, and the Omo leadership Sisiano, Haruna Idrisu, James Avedi, Muntaka Mubarak, Ibrahim Ahmed, and the last, your friend is saying, Deputy Chief Whip, Comfort Doyo Gansa. Good. Into that status quo will remain until say election petition and then the party will take a decision going forward. Abele Inungwa says, Obi, Elder is just too fantastic. Elder, enti ma yemrana fe yemfa key principles in
yeah, key principles.
But Kwesi Reynolds Nagono Dobain says, you've really started the year on a good note for us, your listeners. Thank you, Obi, and thanks to Elder Amos. And yeah, Elder Amos has we say, Obi, I'm always excited to hear the wise counsel of Elder Amos Kevin-Annan. He's indeed a man full of wisdom. He has said it all. We pray for grace to become better leaders of our homes. Hashtag Ekosiisen, Alex Martinson, S.N. Koforidua, and on the way, Abrey. Okay. Wait, sir. Interesting discussion. I'm loving it. My regards to Elder. He was our counselor at my time at Pentecost University. Where I'm a sales manager, Michael Nemo.
Michael.
Sales manager. And anyway, Abba. Wait, sir. Onia. Okay, the Amasaman SWAT team is listening. I hear you. Sir Obama and the rest of the team, Edamonso Ase. But let's finish off with the guiding principles are elder person AS7 into the soldier's dedication to duty, the farmer's patience for produce, the ant prowl planning, the athlete's sacrifice for gold, the eagle's anticipation for result, the spectator's pure passion, and the dog's loyal service. Elder, you will bear 10 minutes to end. Yes.
So the first one,
the soldier's dedication to duty.
Also, a strap for say 1 year juma.
Yes.
When you kun a juma na war year no. And yes, you tuan the canteen or you. But then your friend enlistment.
Enlistment.
Ya enlisting no. Inti near or enlisting no. Or say obeso neni. Inti means so my principle back on the dedication of a soldier
to whatever you do.
To whatever you do. Now, onam afra no akosomo kwan so a. Bon say soldier for base bi or say difficult training, easy battle.
Wow. Difficult training, easy battle.
Inti I was saying an idea who share sa asitan. Now me, this is one of the things that guides me.
That guides you. Wow. Number 2, the farmer's patience for produce.
You will see a bibia your shows. I did back where boy me COVID me a course be on emotional health online.
Yeah.
Now met that Dr. Yao Pebi. I want to introduce me to that.
Okay.
Healthy emotions. Now Emma Metia says slowness is not wrong. Silence is not scary. Solitude is a treasure. Na sa no ma me ensa we mu be breast sha ya Pentecostals no ye pedede.
Yeah.
Now through the course I have learned to know that sometimes you have to be silent.
You have to be silent.
And in silence you can deeply reflect. Utumi dwinko achi, utumi esusu normal ho, you know, and normal be brave. And I told the beer mriketu no, we must pause. Be still and know that we're ready no count.
Patience.
And okoyeni no otu form no de no by any shower. On san kututu. Steve Covey ekasa about the Aesop's fable. Oka about the goose that laid the golden egg.
Yeah.
Or this or shekwan say afi obenya more because we hu back mienu afi occupy goose no oyidi o mu nyina. It's gone.
It's gone.
The lack of patience. Maybe I make about patience, I make up a be a bomb. I say, Rade, Mame Boaseto, Mame to Boasie, Namihian is this year. And when you pray for patience, you better test it with impatience.
Yeah, with impatience.
And if we afford, they know how to be patient for produce.
That's true. The ant prior planning.
Prior planning, just say, yes, who this year.
At the train.
Now, Monsieur Adiebi say abrabo ye bonu mienu baako okrata so ena de e wo krata so no ye yi de ato abonte nti ye friend no blueprint eno na make say obi anya ne mission statement because wo mission statement wo nya resolution me nya resolution in the last 30 years of my life. Why? Because I have a mission statement. A mission statement, no, I have goals.
Yeah.
And within the goals, I look at my roles, and every role behind a goal. So me will be role as a man, role as a father, role as a husband, role as a churchman, role as a counselor and life coach, role as a person who is providing public service. Into all these roles, and I said goals. Into baby, I don't go because it's not part of my
plan.
My plan. Into the ant, no, or say munko abuati etiaho, munko suano. Onim say ye wo sutobre ene ye wo wiabre nti obono mu bonde se ne no bae no ne ye wo so di sie no odisie ena ne ye wo so oditwa nanum no superlele no so oditwa nanum.
The ant proud planning. Number 4 the athlete's sacrifice for gold.
Athlete's sacrifice for gold. Metia about the Pele story. You see all Tamale secondary school. Osora hamachi. Okosisa footballs nina or buffy one corner, no buffy one side, so dribble Today he's called Maestro.
Yeah.
And when you look around the world, and Crawford are diligent sports persons. Sorry.
Yeah.
Until you say the heights attained by men were not achieved by mere flight, but they, whilst men were asleep, were burning the midnight candle. Until anaju de swum me call mine is Finland, and I'm a Chinese physicist. Oh yeah, China nuclear physicist. Now, he shared with us in a meeting, a global conference. No, see, for more than 40 years, he has slept not more than 4 hours.
Wow.
And his contention is that we are penimon order more than 4 hours. We are lazy person. Of course, I have issues with that, but now you know, Krano. Inti SSA obibiye jumadini. And in this life, ube pra bibibe nko ye ni atie, but you must be. Oye waju se obe mana ye. And athletes, they do very well in that area.
To sacrifice for gold.
Yeah.
The eagle's anticipation for results.
I mean, Okori is my favorite bird.
Yeah.
Because one of the things I'm seeing for Okori on undi they say, undi adi they catch their prey live. Now eagle no, they don't fly, they glide. Okay. Now and from a bonia ema okpolache ontumi nkosro na bobola bird to baby no. Eno an Okori eto odipeja
Ekosiisen
an eagle no de bi okra bi a friend paranomic view or kosro no ahwe fom. Exactly. And I've learned say we are see way you must always approach it with a broad view. In my office there are people who come to me who are not Christians because I look at the common humanity in them. Of course, if you want us to have faith conversation, we can have it. But other than that, I look at the humanity. In the eagle, no, but I have a story of an eagle that was trapped by a master trapper. And to get an eagle is not a joke. But this guy was able to trap a bald eagle, white bald eagle. It's a long story. I can't go into it.
The eagle's anticipation for result. One book, the eagle's story that I have read was by Albert and Comfort Okra. I think.
Oh yeah. My friends.
The Lord Madiba
and the eagle.
Solid
book. Yes,
yeah.
I've read that as well.
Number 6 here. The Spectator's Pure Passion.
You see, your son, me na me asante kotoko fan pa, but the year chacha niti meja football chidi, and I want to say it. I mean, once football became betting and all that, I stayed away from it.
Okay.
I've lost complete interest in football because it's just about who are betting or just they want to be winning. So a lot of scheming, a lot of underhand dealings. But I remember those days. Said Dumas, any kotoko bebo kumas. I mean, Tama Sports Stadium. My cousins, Brannan, and a few others, Yakoko Sunline, 4:30 a.m. Tama Sports Stadium. Just to buy tickets. That's a pure passion, not induced, not coerced, not manipulated. Yako, because we just want to see Opokunti. We want to see Opokwefri, Joka, not Yako. I'm not warriors, but the same thing. And when I go to the stadium, it's a pure passion, unadulterated. Phobia nani pesa. Fabu, me papa no hasma hazakes. Inti da kotokoni hazakes bebodo. Na so trying. Me chiba ono ye hearts. Inti da has the kotokome bodo. Na sawaba fi. In my house, my father practiced democracy. My father was a Catholic. My mom was a Methodist. I became Pentecost. My brothers followed me to Pentecost. My sisters all went in Assemblies of God.
Oh, okay.
Inti ye practice democracy in faith in our home.
Okay.
My father one share chinchin, and it has also, like I told you, a lot of things my father did which were hurting, but my mom said something to me. So I had to stomach no money be. But my papa say, look, yan shall be say yes. No. But my guiding nipa no but chinchini. And some people say, 1 year we won't did you fear. One kwa sorry I won't defeat. 1 year say, oh yes sir, look, Obano do baby. So soon our oceans on they will reject it. Because you don't create psychological ownership of what they're doing.
Wow. The dog's loyal service.
Yefie ne on krama bebre. My daughters not try say me to krama mom. I haven't. I've resisted it because I don't have time to keep the dog. I have friends on my try some bechem dogs and I don't take it. But me far train from Frankfurt to Amsterdam. And I met on a blind lady led by a dog. Dog no din anymore didn't call restroom ho. Now okra latch na a son mono I can't do na one. Now dog no kutu anymore. Lady ni flashy idea na dog no peje anymore. And the dog walked the lady back to her seat. Me tiwon mo na mi sun obi. Me say Ghana ha nkrofo you can't teach an old dog new tricks. And here's a dog that has been trained to lead a blind lady to the restroom and take her back to her seat. Then I saw that dogs were powerful. 3 years ago, I studied all the animals in the Bible. Oftentimes, the picture many preachers preach about dogs is that they go back to their vomit. But there's more to the dog than that. The dog is also known as the most loyal animal on earth. You ask the police people and the soldiers who train dogs. I know some of mine here has dogs. Because me one time be more friend or not, come on, you know. Oh, posa, say, hey, wapai, in the crowd in your You see, and when you are an owner, now upie, now befia, you look at the excitements of the dogs. But when an intruder comes close by, see how
they react.
Dogs are loyal. And I learned their loyalty. And that is where I draw my inspiration to be loyal from. And there are a lot of people in there, they are destroying friends. Either in the name of politics, in the name of money. So there's so much backstabbing in this country. That look, a Debbie Beba, Obi Nyanyonko. I started with a Chinese proverb, and I want to close with that. And I want to read the full thing. I'll say, if righteousness enters the heart, there will be beauty in character. If there is beauty in character, there will be harmony in the home. If there is harmony in the home, there will be order in the nation. And if there is order in the nation, there will be peace in the world. So really the peace the world needs is in the heart of the people. Our heart is not at peace. So you can't give peace. Because peace is not the absence of turbulence. It's the serenity you have, even in the midst of turbulence.
Wow.
How serene is your heart?
Wow.
And as I leave, me, I'm not a perfect human being. I'm a bundle of strengths and weaknesses. That's what makes you human. But one of the things I've learned, they say, draw towards your strength and you'll be celebrated. But when you shift to your weakness, you'll be a bad story. So every human being should know their strengths and weaknesses. It's the fourth thing I was going to add, top four. No? Know your strength and know your weaknesses. Because sometimes your strength can be a liability, not an asset. Because you're so strong, you're too for because you're strong. You know, it's not only a weakness that is liability. Your strength can also be a liability. Until you must know your strength and know your weaknesses. Shift more towards your strength, and everybody will see you as a success story. But the moment you gravitate towards your weakness, you'll be a byword, a reproach, a terrible story to be told, and a negative reference point to be made of you. Intimate Damase for this opportunity to speak to Mathieu for, because under no circumstance would I take anything for granted. This is massively impactful. And so I pray to God that what I will share with your people, I will say Yenshra. I never use my platform to bash, to attack, to insult, or to do anything. I use those language, just to show you how people communicate when their emotions are in charge. Medamase. Na Meda already a friend Austin Gamias.
Austin Gami, yeah.
One of the things I learned when he brought Mediation International to Ghana was to take a course with them. It's called Pulse, P-U-L-S-E.
Yeah.
People using language skills effectively. And my exposition to that course changed the way I speak, changed the way I talk. And because communication is powerful.
Very important.
Enti meda wase obi.
Yes,
Meda
yes,
Dominic ase. And Wabrante Jackson. Intiama
no.
Hey, the famous guy. Bodi Pow Jackson. Okay. Nice, lovely.
And the elder Amos Kevin-Annan, a healthy homes advocate. And or a convener for a lot of things.
Your next conclave, you know what?
Yeah.
Our next conclave, every year for 2 nights.
Okay.
But last year, September, I call Volta Serene. Couples, they want it for 3 nights. In April, you call again. April 29th to the 2nd. And we'll return on the 2nd of May.
Of May.
Yeah.
Okay.
Now, first May a holiday, so the 2nd, then we set off.
Creative
Couples Conclave. We're on Facebook. Yeah, open as a private group now, but we have a WhatsApp. And thankfully, you know what? Under COVID, the Lord gave us a lot of favor. You be a branch for Dubai. You be a branch in the UK.
Wow.
And you be a branch in the US.
Wow.
And then we have 2 big platforms for Africa.
That's
One is full, the other is just growing with about 40 or so couples.
Wow.
And we insist that if you're on the platform, both you and your husband should be there. You and your wife must be there. Because your situation, no banti bi. Obana obekana adani atem didie na ekon. Our also, they all hear the same thing.
Okay.
And the oldest couple on our page, they are 31 years.
31 years.
In marriage. The youngest, they are just about 2 months.
Wow. That's nice.
And we're all learning together and growing together.
And if Obi interested,
what you need to do is to send me a WhatsApp. I mean, it's a nightmare.
No, but you can as well direct them to your Facebook page.
Okay, so you just go to Facebook. Just go to Facebook. Go Facebook. It's Amos Kevin-Annan.
Yes.
It is Amos Kevin-Annan. A bit throw with L, but me an L in him.
Yes.
It's KEVIN-ANNAN. It's a compound name, Kevin-Annan. Until me, my wife, and I have 2 daughters. You can't Kevin-Annan on earth. All my siblings are Annan.
Wait, I am listening to your program. Your guest is good, and once a while he must appear. However, I have this question and want the opinion of your guest, and it's as follows. Does the media shape society or mirrors society?
All right.
Goldman Ewuku Doji.
Well, let me just say this. I was just having a conversation with one of your guys. Media, no? And Crawford, the media entertains, educates, and informs. But it's more than that. The media also mirrors society. Okay. But there's a 5th thing, which is setting the agenda.
Yeah.
And that's profoundly impactful. Because media no better deciding on what becomes trending.
Yeah. That's true.
And what doesn't trend.
That's true.
So anybody enter here discerning listeners and viewers. So that over to me I distinguish the because ningina won't be. It's a mixed bag. Because media wants to reach a wide variety of audience. So you can't fault any media house. But you as a listener, I also would choose what you listen.
Or you listen to.
Until me mentor back, a friend Walt Muller, or a lot of youth culture analysis and studies, a lot of work on music and media he does. Now, I'll say, the power of the media is not in its proliferation, but in its ability to shape your reality.
Shape realities. Wow.
Until now, a do baby will be to make us on police station, or you be back as it's a reality. Because the reality now, when you say, "Oko police wa yenti no," but that is not. I mean, oftentimes it's not the case. But when I dream, ora media, yes, they inform, they entertain, they also educate. But you must also remember they also mirror society. No matter what society, no near can answer me. But more than anything, they also set the agenda.
And in that
And for me, that's the most profound aspect of the media's influence.
Opinions.
Shape opinions. Until the enye papa no. Omo find out mo born with the ra. Because I last posted on my Facebook, whoever controls communication content in the media influences conversations at home.
Absolutely.
Until near all case says and they didn't come on say media content no only Dominic ni with me and I'm decided said this time starting right. You see. So you are bringing this fellow, what's his name?
Richmond.
And today I'm here. And tomorrow my friend is coming and I can make a lot of noise about him. I mean, and I know he's excited. Me bon pa is obet maka tree na mamo.
And me buza azo obet maka tree obi me Pentecost.
No, obet maka tree. Oh, you're good. Oh, you're good with the tree. Me bon pa is obet flow chain me.
Well, please copy me Amos Annan's number. We stayed with him in Tema, and it's been a while from the Good News Club days.
Oh yeah, Good News Club. Yeah, I used to teach.
I
used to teach Good News Club. Yeah. I started doing volunteer preaching in schools in Tema.
Okay.
And I was volunteer for Youth for Christ.
Okay.
My parents, Dex Preparatory and all the schools, we just go ahead and carry the young people. And many of them today are doctors, lawyers, pharmacists, engineers, and what have you. And Michelle, I'm humbled by how God used us those days in our ignorance. And yet God used us. I consider myself a product of grace.
Product of grace.
Yes, because grace makes you do what you are not qualified to do.
True. That's true. And on that note, near better elder. And unfortunately, we would have another big man join us, Mr. Paul Mante. Paul, MD of EDC Investments Limited, a member of the EcoBank Group. And unfortunately, share financial planning for 2021 and beyond. Well, this year, Niome was away and back when he apparently how I bet to sikasem. Here too much.
Me make time to listen to Paul. Paul, Nyankopo, apart from the training, Oduma want so to communicate clearly. Emma to me who say you can save.
You can save.
No matter how small it is. Trickles. I can vouch for Paul.
Okay.
And what he stands for in the field of finance and investment. Because he's not just a talker, he's a practitioner. I like to work with practitioners because no evidence of the work. Me papa be a worker baby, Reverend Mike Arthur. May he so rest in peace. I say, walk the talk and then talk the walk.
Talk the walk.
A lot of people walk the
talk the walk without
walking the talk. And it's important we have that critical balance. As you walk the talk, talk the walk. Because the one dance here, no bisunti. No so anantibi.
That's one of the major considerations in selecting our speakers for this year. And to share speakers are line up. Make time and listen to Paul Mante. Paul here, MD of EDC Investments Limited, a member of the EcoBank Group. He will speak to us on financial planning for 2021 and beyond. At the same time, on the same network, on the same show, Ekosiisen was 94.7 FM. Midin Edio say bonso inti Elder Amos Kevin-Annan Moten Kano. Professor Ransford Jampo is next on Ekosiisen. And then the Edin Komo and the wire write up be on the President's State of the Nation address. And he would speak with